Blessed love, happy Monday. Thank you for clicking your way here to this video. I appreciate you taking the time to get on this page where you could unpack this quote with me today. We're back at Monday Message. I know I missed last Monday. I apologize. My life has been a little bit shifty lately, so I haven't been able to get with my regular routine lately. But anyways, I'm here. It's Monday. I got a message for you today. I got a really lovely quote by Yogi Bahman, who was a great mystic and teacher in the Kundalini tradition that stemmed from the Sikh tradition. And he has a lot of great quotes, but this one in particular I heard recently. I was taking a class with Chrissy Soperk, awesome Kundalini yoga teacher here in Long Beach. And she shared this quote, and it's stuck with me ever since. And I think it's one I'll keep in my pocket with me always. So the quote is, "If you keep up, you will be kept up." I love this. If you keep up, you will be kept up. Now, this quote kind of implies that you already have some belief in a universal energy or a creation energy, or a divine energy, a source, a creator, some kind of intelligence. It implies that you would believe in it and that it is a friendly thing. It is a friendly place. The universe is a friendly energy, and that means that if you keep up, you will be kept up. Meaning, there's two things I love about this quote. One is it means that, like, God has my back. If I put in the effort and I show up, right? Like, God works for those who work for themselves, or something like this, right? God helps those who help themselves. This is the quote. It's like, also there's that Bible verse that faith without works is dead. So we can't just believe. It's not enough just to believe and like do affirmation and know that, like, if I think about it enough and affirm it enough, like, it'll manifest and I'll be okay. We have to do all of that, but we also have to keep up. Like, we got to keep showing up and putting in the work and putting in the effort and putting in the time. Not going through the motions, right? Not just showing up, but really keeping up, like really getting yourself there, wherever there is, getting yourself to do that thing, to open that bill, to open that email, to reply to that voicemail. Like, if you just keep up with the stuff that you're doing day to day, you will be kept up. So if I put in my effort, I know that, like, it won't go unnoticed. The other part that I love about this quote is that there's somebody there noticing. And it just gives me a lot of comfort to know that, like, there is a friendly energy in the universe. Some call it God, some call it love, some call it nature, some call it, people call it many things. Call it whatever you like. There is a conscious awareness within this place that we exist. And I firmly believe that it is a friendly energy and it wants our well-being. But we have to show up and do our part and put in the work. So keep up, right? I know it could feel like, man, I've been keeping up for a long time. Just don't quit. Keep going. Keep up. If you keep up, you will be kept up. I can attest to this in my own life. There was a lot of keeping up that I felt like wasn't being noticed. But you keep going, right? I think it was John Elway who said, I only became great because I was consistently good for a long time. And I just thought that it like coincided with, if you keep up, you'll be kept up, right? So it's just, you got to consistently be showing up to your life this way. And then once it takes hold, it's hard to not live in that environment or in that reality anymore. If you keep up, you'll be kept up. Right? Like, for example, today, I woke up, got my kids ready for school, went out to my car to drop them off. Somebody left me a note on my car with some not nice words on it, called me some mean names, and basically told me I didn't know how to park, even though I was parked perfectly fine. And then they slashed my tire. Now, had this happened 10 years ago, I would have lost it my whole day. It would have ruined my whole week. I would have freaked out. I would have cried, I would have taken it personal, I would have stressed out about money and all kinds of things. And I would have felt like, God, why is this always happening to me? But I've been keeping up for the last decade in my life. Like, I've been really hustling and keeping up with things. And and showing up to what I'm supposed to show up to. And I've had some successes and I've had some failures, but I've just been keeping up. Like, it's okay. I'm going to fail at some things and I'll succeed at others. I just got to keep going. Don't give up. Keep up, keep up, keep up. That's all I got to do is keep up. And I felt really blessed today, even though for the first time in my life, somebody slashed my tire. I have no idea who it was, but I just feel really blessed. I, pulled around back to my house. As soon as I drove off, I could tell something was wrong, got out, saw the flat tire, pulled over, could see that somebody had slashed it. A neighbor who I don't know came out and asked if I was okay, if I needed help. And I just said, yeah, I have a flat tire. He said he could change it. And if I had a spare, I had a spare in my car. I had all the tools in my car. He also is a mechanic and had all the tools in his house. I called my husband because I had my kids to go to school. He came to get them, take them to school. And then I called around to a friend to say, hey, do you know a good mechanic where I can get some tires? And good price. Friend called me right away. We went to this place. $40 later, I have a decent used tire on my car, and problem is done. And I got that dealt with within like a 2-hour window. And so although that was like a bump in my day, I was really not planning on having to deal with that. It didn't throw me off. But that's because I've been keeping up. Because I've been keeping up and I'm kept up. So when I reach out for help, I have help. When I turn to like dip into my resources, I have resources. When I call for references, I can get good references. I may not have everything I need in the place in the moment right then and there, and I may not be like overflowing with richness and abundance, but I'm kept up. Like, God has my back, and I know that, and that's because I've been showing up to my life. I've been showing up to my personal life, my work life, my family life, my friend life, my social life. I show up with integrity to the best of my ability. I do my work to the best of my ability. I keep my head down and I keep my direction forward to the best of my ability. I've just been keeping up, and so I can see the remnants in my life of being kept up. Often we think we're keeping up and nothing is happening, but it's just because like there's a building that is brewing underneath that we're not aware of. It's like when you start working out or you start dieting, you don't really see the results right away. And then after some time, it's like all of a sudden you're like, wow, things have changed. And so I'm like, I know this message is for somebody out there who feels like giving up right now. Do not give up on yourself. Do not give up on people. Don't give up on life. Don't give up on your dreams. Don't give up on figuring out how to solve that problem. Don't give up on your situation. Do not give up. Just keep up the best you can. It doesn't have to be perfect. You just got to keep up. Somehow, some way, each day, one day at a time, you just got to keep up. You do the best you can and trust that you will be kept up. Trust that you will be kept up. This quote by Yogi Bahman reminds me of one of my favorite verses from the Bhagavad Gita, which Krishna is saying that in times of challenge or in times of difficulty or in times of obstacle or confrontation or whatever it is, and in these moments where we feel like, I don't have what it takes, I'm lacking, and this verse says, Krishna will preserve what you have. So Krishna in this context is God, right? So Krishna will preserve what you have and will carry what you lack. And I think that verse is prefaced with, for one who is devoted to me. So for me, what that means is for a person who believes in a higher power. If you really do believe in a higher power, right? When you are facing a moment of challenge or adversity, that God will preserve the qualities that you have that you need to go through that moment, but also will carry what you lack and help you through that moment. And these kinds of sayings and verses and quotes, they just give me great comfort in knowing that I'm not alone and that I don't have to have it all figured out. I just got to keep going. I got to keep up, and I got to keep going, and I got to keep having the faith in myself. You got to stop putting all your faith in your fears and start putting all your faith in yourself. Keep up and you will be kept up. All right, I hope that today's Monday message was nice and insightful for you. If you like this video, drop me a like down below. Please hit the subscribe button down there and the little bell so you're notified every time I put a video out. And do me a big favor, do a friend a big favor. If you know somebody who needs to hear this message today, please send it along to them. Sharing is caring. And when I find an inspiring video, I send it to like my 5 closest friends, especially if I know they need to hear it. All right. Thank you for tuning in. Happy Monday. Keep up this week. Keep up. Don't give up. Keep up this week. Whatever that looks like for you, keep up. You got this. I believe in you. I hope that you go out there this week and you live with your head high and your heart wide open and you just keep doing you. Namaste, peace and blessings.